People always want to look for mentors.
Every successful person has mentors. It's critical to help you succeed in life. And if you want to go to the next level in your life, you have to connect with someone who's doing what you want to do.
There's a lot of mentors out there potentially, but not all of them are going to say yes to you.
I don't have time to be your mentor. I literally just had 35 different DMs that say, Gary, be my mentor. I cannot be your mentor. Most people that become mentor thirsty are actually using it as an excuse not to do. By paying or by always educating, it's just the same version of somebody who just keeps going to school. Those who keep loving going to school are ones that don't want to do.
But having a mentor is
Vital to achieving your dreams and goals.
The hustle people. Go find yourself a mentor.
Right.
That mentor will look out for you. That mentor will pull you along. That mentor can change everything. But if you can find someone like that, please, by all means.
You want something so amazing from somebody, which is their time and their energy, and your opening question to that person is, hey, can you give it to me? That is insanity.
But let's do the math, right? For every successful person in the public eye, there's 2,000 people who want that person to be their mentor. How does that math work? Mentors don't scale. The alternative is to find heroes, and they don't even need to know you exist. You can ask yourself, what would Susan do? What would Tracy do? What would Bob do? And use their voice in your head as a compass to help you go on a path. Because heroes are easy to find and they scale like crazy.
It's literally an explosion of free mentorship. Look, if you're only getting advice from one person, you're missing out on hearing and learning from different points of view. And let's be honest, no one person is going to have all the answers. So rather than looking for mentorship from just one person, focus your efforts on building a strong network of relationships.
So before you hide by saying, well, the reason I'm stuck is I don't have a mentor, maybe what you ought to say is figure out the Shazam method, the strength of S, diligence of H, and the persistence of A, and the insight of Z. Whatever heroes you want to assemble as your advisors, go find those heroes and then start.
They don't need to know that they're your mentor. Don't ask them for permission. You hijack them, okay? These were my mentors. My first job out of school in New York City, and I was just the sub-design, pre-design guy from Ohio who didn't know how to dress, didn't know how to talk. They were these incredibly sophisticated, legendary people from Italy, and I leached onto them like a parasite, and I sucked everything I could out of them for the next 10 years until I was fat and bloated, just like a big parasitical insect. What a horrible metaphor, but that's what I was with them.
You can pick up a lot of ideas just by watching. Get around successful people and watch. Here's why. Success leaves clues. People who do well do certain things over and over and over and over. And if you're clever, you can pick them up.
And so that's the trick. You don't have to ask people to be your mentor. Like anyone you know can be a mentor. You just have to start listening and being curious and paying attention. You don't have to even meet the person. Someone who has a TED Talks video can be your mentor. The person sitting next to you in the audience can be your mentor, okay? Mentors, and you can have as many as you want. I've had like hundreds of mentors. These were critical ones for me, but you can have as many as you want. And they're just there, it's free. It's there for the taking. Just don't tell them, that's all.
Not all of us have access to mentors, and it's not realistic that you can call up Mark Cuban or call up anybody and say, will you mentor me? Because they get asked this all the time by a lot of different people. So what you want to do is you want to read their biographies, their articles, stories about successful people, people that you look up to, people that have accomplished things in their life that are very optimistic. Watch their videos, read their stories, watch their interviews, do all of those things so that your mind will change.
You know, something we often take for granted is how much effort it takes to write a book or deliver a speech or give a great interview. I mean, those things contain people's best thoughts, all their experiences and all of their lessons, and they're there for you to review and revisit as much as you want. And these days, oh my goodness, with podcasts and online content seemingly coming out of every freaking orifice, you have got mentorship opportunities up the wazoo.
Look, don't get me wrong. If you can find a mentor and one agrees to coach you and help you, fantastic. But don't let that be the thing that gets in the way of doing what you need to do. Because you don't need a mentor when you can have many heroes.